Okay, we're ready to place concrete. We've got a line pump on this project. We've got ready mix trucks here. We've got plenty of help. We're ready to go.
Before you start pumping, there are several things you'll want to double check. First, when the concrete arrives, check the slump as soon as possible. It should be 5 or 6 inches for best results. Second, be certain of your communications. It's sometimes difficult to hear with the noise of a pumping truck. Pump and consolidate the concrete under the windows first. For consolidation, the rule for appropriate internal vibration is fast in, slow out, always moving, using a withdrawal rate of 3 inches per second.
Just remember what we talked about. It's very important when we start placing that concrete, we start under the openings. That way we have a good bed of cement in the bottom of the wall before we go up on top.
Working from the top of the scaffold, starting no closer than 3 feet from a corner, begin filling the wall from the top. This allows the concrete to flow into the corners and reduces hydraulic pressure of the concrete. Finish filling the corner from the opposite side, again starting 3 feet from the corner, letting the concrete flow into the corner. Continue placing concrete around the entire wall in appropriate lifts. When it's warmer, you can do higher lifts, but it's always safe to do 2.5 foot lifts. If you're the one holding the hose, don't let anyone rush you. You don't want the wall to fill too fast, especially in corners. If you get tired, trade off.
You'll notice that we actually have a worker on the outside of this wall as we're placing the concrete. What he's doing is physically hand tapping on the wall to verify the depth so that we don't put too much in at a time. He's verifying that we have about a 4 foot lift, and then he's asking the guy to move the hose down the wall. Just another way to make sure that as you're placing the concrete that we're complying with all codes.
Always remember, consolidation is to take place as concrete is being placed to remove air and voids to ensure structural integrity. While the concrete is being placed, continually check the alignment and plumb of the wall, adjusting as necessary with turnbuckles. Once you've completed the first lift, wait the appropriate amount of time specified by code, return to your starting point, and begin the next lift. Once the concrete is placed, check the walls again for straightness and adjust if necessary. It will be difficult to move them later. Prep the tops of the Logix wall as required for the roof attachment. Install anchors or other embedments as required, or wet set the top plate.
As we've touched on earlier, there's many ways that we can make roof attachment when we get to the top of the Logix wall. Whether we're using a wood plate with anchor bolts for nail attaching the rafters, or if we're wet setting our truss brackets to literally put them into the concrete while we're still up here.
Although everyone's probably tired, let's be sure to clean up the concrete spills now. You'll be a lot happier tomorrow. Okay, now here's the post-placement checklist. After placing concrete in the Logix insulated concrete forms, be certain to mark off each item on the checklist provided in this section. Number 1, has consolidation been completed? Number 2, are walls straightened to the string line? Number 3, in extreme temperatures, has exposed concrete been protected? Number 4, have all anchors and embeds been installed? Number 5, has spilled concrete been disposed of? And number 6, has final check for straight and plumb been done?
Our wall is full of concrete now, so let's review what we've learned. We want to make certain we always order the right mix and slump. We want to always start under windows and doors and place the concrete there first. We want to start 4 feet from a corner when we're placing that concrete and always properly consolidate. We do lifts approximately 4 feet per hour. We want to be checking that string line and adjusting the alignment system as required. For more tips, always go to our product manual or to the Logix website.